Hello, welcome to IBFU. I'm Coach, and I be fed up. Today, I'm going to talk about foreign policy. And I be fed up with all these people that talk about all this stuff about foreign policy and criticizing President Trump for what he wants to do with foreign policy when you look at what he did before and things were working really good for us. And I'd be fed up with these people that think that, Biden did such a great job foreign policy. Okay, you go back all the way back to Obama. Okay, now, Obama made a deal with Iran. Oh, the Iran nuclear deal. Iran promised the biggest liar on the planet, okay, the guy that swears his number one goal in life is to kill every American on the planet. Okay, I mean, that's what he wants to do. So he lies about everything. Okay, and Obama gives him 140 billion or 150 billion, depending on what report you hear. And that makes you wonder what happened to the other 10 billion, but that's an argument for another day. But he gives them 140 billion dollars in cash, and all Iran has to do is promise that they're not going to develop nuclear weapons. Just promise. No inspections, no checking on him, no nothing. Just take him at his word that he's not going to do it. And I listen to these morons defending that. Well, he got him to not do nuclear weapons. You really believe that? Okay, and you gave our enemy $140 billion in cash. Okay, and the fact is that with 140 billion in cash, he probably didn't need to develop nuclear weapons. He could have just bought what he wanted from Russia. Okay, but he was working on building nuclear weapons and having the capability of building. He's been doing that since day one. Trump put a bunch of sanctions on him. He couldn't do a lot. Basically, he barely had enough money to run his basic government. And he could not fund Hezbollah, Hamas, ISIS, and the list goes on and on and on. Could not, fund those things. Russia was broke. They were struggling to keep their lights on. They were wanting to run a pipeline to Europe. Trump stopped it. Not going to happen. We had a pipeline coming down from Canada to supply all the refineries in the country. We're going to be able to get oil from this pipeline quickly and easily and inexpensively. And first thing he does when he comes into office, Biden shut down that and opened up the Russia pipeline. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's treason because he just helped our enemy. He removed all the sanctions from Iran. Again, helped our enemy. All the stuff going on in Israel right now and all them Iran proxies fighting in Israel and trying to destroy Israel. They're trying to do what they've been trying to do, what Iran wants to do for years, but they had enough money to do it because Biden let them start selling their oil all over the world. And now Trump's coming back into office, and people are talking about, well, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. You really mean to tell me that you would rather have Biden's foreign policy than to have Trump's foreign policy? You weigh those two, there is no thought or consideration. I don't know if you people listening know who Robert Kiyosaki is. Robert Kiyosaki is a very intelligent man, makes a lot of money. He owns oil wells, he owns gold mines, silver mines. I don't even know what, gas wells, diamond mines. He owns all kind of things. He makes a lot of money, and he's really smart, and he really understands economy. You need to go listen to what he said. Just search Robert Kiyosaki, Biden. What he said about Biden was the very first thing he did was shut down the pipeline and open up the other, and that oil, he said, I was selling oil for $30 a barrel. The next day, oil went to $130 a barrel. And he said that he knew then that Biden was trying to destroy the United States. Listen to the people that know what they're talking about. So, I hear all this stuff about tariffs are so bad, tariffs are so bad. Okay, I got a solution. No tariffs for anybody. We do our trade agreement. We draw it up. Same trade agreement for everybody. And you sign it with one country at a time. First off, if you do not sign this, you do no business with the United States. And anybody that does business with you does not do business with the United States. As far as tariff goes, you charge us tariff any amount you want on any product you want. And we're going to look at your tariff rates, and whatever your highest rate is, we're going to charge you twice that on everything you send. Everything. You don't want to sign this, we don't do business with you. Take China, for instance. China's going to buck that, and they're going to not want to sign it. But you include in there that they have to honor our patents and our intellectual property and, all of these things. Okay, and so China does not sign the agreement. We don't do business with China at all. We don't send them anything. They don't send us anything. We just do not do business with them. France signs it. But then they do business with China. We don't do business with France. And you do that with every country. And you go all over the world and you pick them. You have Korea, and you have Philippines, you have China, Taiwan, Germany, France, England. Pick your country. They're going to choose whether they're going to do business with the United States or they're going to do business with China. They will do business with the United States. All of those countries, China included, the United States can do without them. They cannot do without the United States. People are complaining about treating our neighbors so bad. Well, if they're our neighbors, they have a funny way of acting like neighbors. Right now, they're acting more like enemies. Mexico, Canada, we shut down trade with them. That means they have no tourists from the United States. Mexico, same thing. We shut down trade. There's no tourism coming from the United States. No products going back and forth. They're not selling anything here. Canada and China, Canada and Mexico both, their economy shuts down completely in less than a week. China probably take them about 10 days to 2 weeks. But they'll have no economy. But the United States, they have no economy. So, we need foreign policy that has backbone to it. Of course, you can always go back to Biden's foreign policy that, we on the brink of World War III, got our enemies supplying our allies' enemies and trying to kill them. Or we can have world peace like we did before. It does not take a person with an IQ over about 50 to understand, if they look at it, that we were a whole lot better off under President Trump. So leave him alone and let him do his job, because he's going to take care of us. Now, we're going to take care of the world, but he won't. He's going to take care of us first. And we're going to be allies with, our allies, and we're going to work with them, and we're going to help them, and we're going to do, all kind of things that people won't done. But the fact is, if we don't get ourselves fixed, we're not going to be able to help anybody. America's got a big heart, and America wants to help people that are less fortunate. You can't help those people in the shape we're going to be in if we don't get this country fixed, and I mean fixed fast. Thanks for listening. I'm Coach. I'll be dead up.